esteemed jury that we have, the chairpersons who are on the dais, the chairman of the feature film jury, eminent filmmaker, Rahul Ravel Saab is on my right. To the next of Rahul Ravel Saab is the non-feature film jury chairman, Mr. A.S. Kanal. He's a well-known cinematographer, and currently he has also worked as a teacher of cinematography at the FTII. And on my left is the chairman of the jury on the best writing on cinema, a well-known face amongst all journalists out here, Utpal Borpujari. So these are the three chairpersons we have, or chairmen we have. I would like to introduce to you my central panel, a team of 11 people who worked hard for us, for the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, to come out with the results today. Mr. Raj Dutt, please. Sir, please give him a warm applause, please. Mr. Sabyasachi Mohapatra, please. Mr. Vasu Kohli, please. Madam Archana R. Singh, please. Vijaya Krishnan. Mr. Major Ravi. Emo Singh ji. Vinod Ganatra, please. Mr. B.S. Linga Devaru. And Ashok Rane Saab. Before we begin the announcements for the various awards, we just wanted to tell you that this is the 66th edition of the National Film Awards. The awards are given in about 31 categories, different categories. In the feature film category, there are 31 categories in the feature film. We received about 419 films this year. And after 45 days of screening by the jury, they arrived at the various awards. And Mr. Rahul Ravel was the person who steered the ship for us. In the non-feature film category, there are about 23 awards. We had about 256 movies which were there, and the screening for these films took about 28 days. And the jury comprised of 7 members. Kanal Saab is right here, and we have introduced him to you. In the category of best writing, which Utpal is here, we received a total of 22 books and 19 articles. So that is the list we have. And in this category, which Utpal has headed, there were 3 members. My request to everyone is if you could kindly keep your cell phones on silent mode so that there is no disturbance. There is another award which will be announced today, the award for the most friendly state. The chairperson for that was eminent filmmaker Ramesh Sippy Saab, and he was assisted by Vivek Agnihotri and Shri Uday Singh. So we have an award for that. Now, before we begin, we would be having a presentation. The system that we've adopted to be for everyone's convenience is that the awards would be announced, and you could see them on the big screens. You'll be given press releases thereafter, and the whole list would be available to you. Because the list is long, you'll have to kindly bear with us, and we'll try to accommodate everyone's needs as much as possible. So we begin, ladies and gentlemen, with your permission. The first award that we have to announce is the first award, Most Film-Friendly State. The Most Film-Friendly State award has been given to the state of Uttarakhand. There were about 18 states which had applied, which were in contention, and the eminent jury thought that Uttarakhand is the state which should be given the award, befitting state, Most Film-Friendly Award 2018. The award is executed by the Film Facilitation Office, which is under the aegis of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. So this will be given when the National Film Awards take place. So ladies and gentlemen, our first award is the award for the most film-friendly state, and that was Uttarakhand. Now, we move on to the list of awards. The first awards that we would go in for also is the best writing on cinema, right? And Utpal, I would request you to make the announcement and the name of the. So there you are. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon. First of all, I thank on behalf of my co-jurors, Mr. Mohan Raman and Yatindra Mishra. I thank the Ministry of Information Broadcasting and Directorate of Film Festivals for giving us this opportunity to do this very important duty. Before I announce the award, I'd just like to mention one small suggestion which we have made to the ministry. That is that as per the regulations right now, only print media entries are allowed for the Best Critic Award. So we have suggested that it should be also expanded to digital media, at least the regular recognized digital media, because most of the serious film writing has now shifted online because of lack of space in print media. So that was our suggestion. Now coming to the awards, the first award I'd like to announce is the Best Book on Cinema. The award goes to, it's a Malayalam book. It's called Mona Prathana Pole. It's written by S. Jayachandran Nair, and the publisher is Kerala State Chalachitra Academy. This book is a critical appraisal of the work of the master filmmaker, the late G. Aravindan. Then there is a special mention in this category. This special mention goes to a book called In a Cult of Their Own, Bollywood Beyond Box Office. It's an English book written by Ambarish Roy Chaudhary, and the publisher is Rupa Publications India Private Limited. Now coming to the award for Best Film Critic, this has been shared by two critics, and they are Blaze Johnny from Kerala for his Malayalam articles, for his writings as a critic, and Anand Vijay in Hindi. So these are the awards under our jury. Now I pass on the mic to Mr. Prasad.
Thank you, Utpal. When you get the detailed press release, you would get the citation about the award. You would get what the award carries in terms of the cash prize, etc. So those details are very much there. So in the paucity of time, we just wanted to make the presentation and make sure that we move quick and fast. Can we have now the non-feature film category? And sir, if you could announce them, please.
Thank you very much, DFF and Ministry of I&B, for considering us, for me and my jury members, for this particular activity. Now, the first award is a special mention. Now, please consider that this is a special mention. This means, according to me, it is above everybody else. It's a very special awards. So, the first title is Mahan Hutatmat, Director Sagar Puranik. Glow Worm in Jungle, Director Raman Dumpal. Laddu, Director Sameer Sadhwani and Kishore Sadhwani. Best Narration, Madhubani, The Station of Color. The voices were Deepak Agnihotri and Urvirja Upadhyay. Best Music goes to film Jyoti, Director Kedar Divekar. Best Editing, Sunrise, Hemanti Sarkar. Best Audiography, Children of Soil, Biswadeep Chatterjee. Best Location Sound, The Secret Life of Frog, Ajay Bedi. Best Cinematography, Secret Lives of Frog, Ajay Bedi and Vijay Bedi. Best Director, I Shapath, Gautam Vaze. Best Film of Family Value, Chalo Jeete Hain, directed by Mangesh Hadawade. Best Short Fiction Film, Kasav, directed by Aditya Suhas Jambhale. Social Justice Film, there are two films here. Why Me, directed by Harish Shah, and Ekant, directed by Neeraj Singh. Best Investigation Film, Amoli, directed by Jasmine Kaur Roy and Avinash Roy. Best Sports Film, Swimming Through the Darkness, directed by Supriya Sen. Best Educational Film, Sarla Virala, directed by Irgonde. Best Film on Social Issue, Tala Te Kunji, directed by Shilpa Gulati. Best Environmental Film, The World's Most Famous Tiger, directed by Subleya Nalamutu. Best Promotional Film, Rediscovering Janam, directed by Avinash Moria or Kirti Gupta. Best Science and Technology Film, G.D. Naidu, The Edison of India, directed by Renijit Kumar. Best Arts and Cultural Film, Bunkar, The Last of Varanasi Weaver, directed by Satyaprakash Upadhyay. Best Debut Non-Feature Film of a Director, Faluda, 50 Years Ray's Detective, directed by Sagini Chatterjee. Best Non-Feature Film, Sunrise, directed by Vibha Bakshi. And it is shared by The Secret Life of Frog, directed by Ajay and Vijay Bedi. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Colonel Saab. That was quick and fast. So we've covered two categories of the juries, non-feature and the best writing in cinema. Ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the feature films, the different categories, and I would request the Chairperson Rahul Ravilji to announce their votes.
Yeah, hi, good evening, everyone. Firstly, I'd like to thank the Honorable Minister of Information Broadcasting, the Secretary, Mr. Khare, Mr. Chaitanya Prasad from DFF, the other members of DFF for giving us the opportunity of being here. I'd also like to put on record is the August company of 10 other filmmakers who have formed the central panel of the jury and are sitting right here. It's been a pleasure and an honor to be working with them. And we've all strived to achieve a result which comes to being the best of the various films we saw. And it's a unanimous, conscientious decision taken by the entire jury. So I'll go through the list over here. I'm starting with, there are four actors who have been awarded a special mention, right? This is a special mention for the kind of performance and the kind of efforts they put into the film. The first is a film called Nachi Charmi, where the actress Shruti Hariharan, for her complex portrayal of a new age woman, has been portrayed brilliantly by her. After that is Mr. Chandrachud Rai in a film called Kadak, where it's not a role which you'd say is very long. It's something which is a very short thing but leaves a tremendous impact. The third is Jojo George in a film called Joseph, a Malayalam film, where he is portraying a vigilante in the human organ racket, which is very prevalent. And the fourth is a lady called Savitri, who in a film called Sudani from Nigeria, and plays a mother, and the emotional mother, which don't see boundaries of caste, creed, and space, but traverse the entire world. So these are four special mentions given here. Now coming to the awards in each language. All right. We start with scheduled language. The best Rajasthani film is a film called Turtle, produced by Shivaza Films Entertainment, directed by Dinesh Yadav. There is then a film in Panchenga language. So the best Panchenga film is In the Land of Poisonous Women, produced by Ars Productions, directed by Manju Bora. And the film is a depiction of an individual effort to break the myth of poisoned women in a remote area of Andhra Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh, my fault. All right. Then there is the best Shaidu Kapan film. These are all dialects which are, people are really making an effort to make films there. It goes to a film called Mishing. Not Missing, it's Mishing. And it's produced by 88 Entertainment, directed by Bobby Sarma Barua. And the film exposes the alternate reality of a remote village in Arunachal Pradesh. The best Garo film goes to Mama, produced by Anna Films, directed by Dominic Sangma, and the film follows an old man's relentless quest for a reunion with his dead wife. These are films which are in the dialects there. Now, in the scheduled language, there was a film which we already announced was the Rajasthani film called Turtle, which should have been up here, but in any case, that's the film there. Now, the other one's the best Marathi film. Goes to a film called Bhonga. Bhonga has been produced by Naini Productions and directed by Shivaji Lotan Patil. It's a film which is on the spirituality and a mindless revolution, rituals and revolution between communities, which is explored in a very brilliant manner in this film. Then there's the best Tamil film, which goes to a film called Baram, produced by Reckless Roses, directed by Priya Krishnaswamy. It's a man's fight to expose the traditional practice of euthanasia in a Tamil village. So these topics that they've been using are really contemporary and prevalent all over society. Then you have the best Hindi film. The best Hindi film goes to a film called Andhadhun, which is produced by Matchbox Pictures and directed by Sriram Raghavan. It is a judicious mix of intrigue and creativity. The best Urdu film goes to a film called Hamid, produced by Saregama, directed by Ejaz Khan, and it's a child's perspective of religion and a search for his lost father. Best Bengali film goes to a film called Ek Jo Chile Raja, produced by SPF Entertainment, directed by Sajid Mukherjee. It's based on a true story that traces the identity of a Maharaja through his quest for proving his identity. That's Ek Jo Chile Raja. Best Malayalam film goes to Sudani from Nigeria. Its producer is Happy Hours Entertainment, director is Zakaria. It's in the background of sports. The film explores the complexity of emotions in a mother-son relationship. The best Telugu film goes to Mahanati, produced by Swapna Cinema, directed by Nag Ashwin, and it's a biopic of the great Telugu actress, told very, very effectively. Then the best Kannada film goes to Nachi Charami, produced by Tejaswini Enterprises, directed by Manju Nath. And it's a very poignant, sensitive, modern-day woman's look at the conflict between norms and values. The best Konkani film goes to a film called Amori. Amori is produced by Opus Gala and directed by Dinesh Bhosle, and it's an individual's effort and struggle to correct and overcome a past event. Then the best Assamese film is Bulbul Can Sing, which is produced by Flying River Films and directed by Rima Das. It's for capturing the trials and tribulations of a group of teenagers in a rural Assamese background. The best Punjabi film goes to a film called Harjita, which has been produced by Sizzling Productions, directed by Vijay Kumar Arora, and it's a biopic of a hockey player who struggles through his rural background and poverty to rise to the top of the game. The best Gujarati film goes to a film called Reva. Reva has been produced by Brainbox Studios. Directors are Rahul Surendrabhai Bhole and Vineet Kumar Ambubai Kanodia. It's the transformation of material to spiritual journey in an NRI. These, I think, conclude the awards for the films in all the various languages. Now we come to the next set of awards. We start with the best action. This goes to a film, a Kannada film called KGF. KGF is, the action directors are Vikram More and Ambu Ariv. It's a monochromatic, visceral display of power struggle. Then we come to best choreography. The best choreography award goes to Padmavat, and the choreographers are Kruti Mahesh Madhava and Jyoti Tamar, and the song for which I get the best choreography award is a song called Gumar, and it's an exquisite delight and very Indian in the way it's been depicted. Then we have the best special effects. This award has been shared. Best special effects have been shared between two films. One is a Telugu film called Awe. That's AWE, Awe. And the other one is KGF. Awe is Shrishti Creative Studios and KGF is Unfit Media for the is for conduction of multiple stories, of multiple stories in a visual, very effective manner. It's a complex of multiple stories done together. And the award KGF specifics goes for the film successfully and convincingly creates an era of a rough neighborhood during the 80s, where a lot of work has been really gone into the special effects to create that atmosphere. In here, the best sound. In sound, there are three categories over here. There is location sound. It's missing. Oh, sorry, I missed a page there. There is best lyrics, which is to the Kannada film Nati Charami. Lyricist is Manjuta, and the song is Mai Vi Manave. It's a revolutionary thought of the innermost feelings of a young woman who is ready to break all the shackles that society has imposed upon women. The best music director goes, music direction goes to Padmavat and is again shared. Best music direction goes to Sanjay Leela Bansali for Padmavat, where all the songs are of a different kind, a different genre, all mixed into this wonderful film which he made. We have the best background music award, which goes to Uri as the best background music award. And the music has been given by Shashwat Satya. And the background music excels in providing the right atmosphere for the film. All right. Then the best makeup artist that we have here. Pardon?
No, that's all.
No, that's all. Yeah. Yeah, the best makeup artist goes to the Telugu film Awe. And the makeup artist is Ranjit. And the texture he has brought out on every personality is absolutely brilliant. That's where he scores. The best costume designer goes to the Telugu film Mahanathi. The costume designer is Indrakshi Patnaik, Gaurang Shah and Archana Rao. The best costume goes not for an opulent costume drama, which has all the opulence in it, but goes for the evolution of costumes in the Telugu film industry with the character. It's a biopic. So from her childhood till her death. So it spans a large era and the costumes tell a lot in that. That's where the award goes. The best production design goes to Kamara Sambhavam, Malayalam film. The production designer is Bangalam. And it goes for the way he's prepared relevant terrains and sets of different periods and cultures through the making of the film. Then we have the best editing, which goes to the Telugu film, the Kannada film, Nachi Charami again. The editor is Nagendra Ujani. It's the smooth way in which the smooth transaction of different characters is in a hallmark, in a way in which they've been brought about. Okay. Then we come to the best audiography, which is sound, which has 3 sections in it. So, the first section is location sound recordist, which goes to the Marathi film Tendliya. It's for the sound recorded on location. And Gaurav Verma is a recordist. And it's for him capturing the mood of the small village in a live sound recording. So it's not, sounds which have been created and added. It's within that. He's done this. Then there is the sound designer. The best sound designer is for Uri, the surgical strike. That is Vishwadip Deepak Chatterjee. It is for the crafting of these sounds and the way they've been placed in the entire film to create and enhance the whole effect of that wonderful film. Then there is the mixed track which goes to Rangasthalam, Telugu film. The recordist is Radha Krishna, MP, and his whole playing with the beauty and essence and tonal quality of silence in parts of the film. That is done very, very well there. Now in screenplay, again we have 3 categories. We have the screenplay writer for original screenplay. This goes to a Telugu film called Arjun Love So. It's a Telugu film, and it is a modern take on arranged marriage. It's a modern take on arranged marriage, and it's a very beautiful script. The way it's been written, the humor created. Then there is the screenplay writer for adapted screenplay. Adapted is where the source is a book or some written literary work. That award goes to Andhadhun. Andhadhun, the adapted screenplay. The writers are Sriram Raghavan, Arijit Biswas, Yogesh Chandrekar, Hemant Rao, and Pooja Ladda Surti. Okay? It's crisp, it's intriguing, and keeps you on tenterhooks when you watch the whole film. Then there is the dialogue. It's the third part in the screenplay, is the dialogue. That award goes to a Bengali film called Tariq. And it's written by Chunni Ganguly. And it's the meaningful conversation the characters have in the film, which explores the interpersonal relationships of all the characters, is what really brought us to this conclusion. The best cinematography goes to a Malayalam film called Ulu. The DOP was the late M.G. Radhakrishnan, who has been a multiple award winner in his time. And the landscapes and the textures which he's brought alive have given a huge sense of beauty and grace to this wonderful film again. The best female playback singer goes to Nathi Charami from Kannada, to Bindu Malini for the song Maya Vi Manave. It's for a rendering and of a haunting melody, and the way the tones, a tone of singing, and the way she's done it, scores in a big way. The best male playback singer goes to Padmavat. It goes to Arijit Singh for his song Binte Dil as the male playback singer, and it's for his tonal quality of his voice and his blend of emotion, which comes across very strong in the song. Now we come to a shared award. This is one of the shared award, which is the best child artist. Is the best child artist. Now, children play a very important hand in films, and it really becomes quite a task to decide which child is good and who's not good. They're all very, very good. But we had to pick one. So we didn't pick one, we picked 4. There are 4 children who shared the Best Child Actors Award, and it was a very difficult decision of the jury to even try and break this 4 down into 3 or 2 or 1, but we gave up. And we said it wouldn't be fair on the other children. The names are Ondala Eradalu, a Kannada film. The child is P.V. Rohit. He goes through impishly maneuvering the entire events while staying focused on his character. These are difficult things to perform. The second child is from the film Harjita. It is Sameep Singh. He portrays the struggle of the hockey player who intends to become a hockey player, which the film is a biopic about, and he's played the childhood. Very, very natural performance. Then there is Hamid. Hamid Tala Arshad Reshu is depicting a range of emotions in a troubled area, and his quest for finding his father. The fourth child is from Marathi film called Nal. Srinivas Pokale, he goes through the complicated emotions of a child, the love and by his conflict between a foster mother and his real mother. So it's his kind of conflict on that. These four children have really done a it's a commendable job. So we decided to give all four the award. There's a Best Supporting Actress after this, which is, I think a lot of you would have smiles on your faces, is Badhai Ho, the Hindi film Badhai Ho, with Surekha Sikri. You know, the matriarch of an Indian household and a great modern attitude in that. She gets the award for Best Supporting Actress. Best Supporting Actor goes to a Marathi film called Chumbak, where the actor is Swanand Kirkire, who is actually a lyric writer, if I'm not mistaken. He's a lyric writer who has acted in this and acted brilliantly. And his ability to invoke the empathy within the audience is a treat to watch. Okay, the Best Children's Film goes to a Kannada film called Sarkari Hiriya Pratima Shale Kasargodu. The director is Rishabh Shetty. The film effectively portrays the positive action children take to tackle the language politics in schools located on state borders. You know, where you have a school with, which is on the borders of Tamil Nadu and Kerala, and so the school has state problems in choosing the correct languages. Then there is the Best Film on Environment Conservation. It goes to a Marathi film called Pani. Purple Pebble Productions is the producer. It is directed by Adinath Kotare, and it is the story of a parched village that comes together to generate one of the most valuable things being in the world today, and that is the resource is water. Is their struggle for that. Then there's the Best Film on Social Issues. We decided to give it to Padman, a Hindi film called Padman. It's produced by Hope Productions, directed by R. Balki. And Padman is a story of how women's hygiene is important and the quest of this man. Again, it's a biopic, quest of man to bring this knowledge to rural India. Then the Nargis Award for the Best Feature Film on Natural Integration goes to Undalwa Eradalu, produced by DN Cinemas, directed by Satya Prakash. It again tries to break the political and religious divide through the eyes of a child. The award for the Best Popular Providing Wholesome Entertainment goes to Badhai Ho, which is produced by Jungli Pictures Limited. Amit Sharma is the director. And again, like I had said, for the Best Supporting Actress, this breaks the stereotype middle-age, the problem of pregnancy through a narrative which is extremely effective characterization and gritty dialogue. So then there is a special jury award. Okay, this award is also been shared. So I'm going to first read. It's being shared by a Bengali film called Kedara, which is directed by Indradeep Dasgupta. It's a unique range of cinematic techniques and methodology to explore one single main character in a limited space. That's one person. And it is being shared by not one actor. It's being shared by a unit of 12 female actors. There are 12 female actors who operate as a unit and are effective, extremely effective, because they're in together. So it's like, a 4 into 100 relay or going into synchronized swimming, which are all team events, where everybody is important. So it was only fair that all 12 of the ladies be awarded. This is a film called Helaru, and the actresses, there's a long list. There's Shraddha Rankar, Shaki Joshi, Denisha Gumra, Nilam Panchal, Tarajni Balla, Brinda Nayak, Tejal, Pachiseria, Kasumbi Bhatt, Ekta Baswani, Kamini Panchal, Jakruri Thakur, Riddhi Yadav, and Prapti Mehta. So, at the award ceremony, we'll see 12 women coming as a unit. 13 women coming as a unit. So I think women should be very happy with this. If somebody's talking about women, finally, because that's what they all want. But it's really a delight to see this kind of performance where the girls work as a unit. And if you separate them, you'll probably lose the characters in that. Okay. Then you have the Indira Gandhi Award for the best debut film of a director. This award did create a long deliberation for the jury, because this year, I think we had about 22 or 23 debut directors, and they were all in the list, and it was really difficult to pick the best debut director, because in a film with 22 debut directors, and mind you, they're all brilliant directors of the future. They're all going to be here probably next year. You're going to find more and more of them. But again, we had to really pick out one. So we zeroed in on a film called Nal, a Marathi film called Nal. The director is Sudhakar Reddy Yakanti. And it's again the ethics about adoption and through a child's perspective. Because in the award he got as one of the 4 children, again his conflict between the foster mother and his real mother has been portrayed very, very well in this film. So he gets the best debut director. The best actor award is again shared. Okay, we had to share the best actor award. We've shared awards only when it's been a conflict for us to decide who is better than the other. And the award is shared between Ayushmann Khurrana in Andhadhun as the best actor and Vicky Kaushal in Uri. These were 2 performances which could not be ignored and which came across very strongly from the entire lot of Hindi films. And, the way Ayushmann portrayed a brilliant blind man who is not actually blind was absolutely brilliant. He kept you thinking right till the end. And the army officer played by Vicky Kaushal, you had a great identity with Vicky in what he did with Uri. So, the best actress goes to a Telugu film called Manati, which is Kirti Suresh is the actress, and it's for performing a range of emotions across a huge span of time in a biopic. And she gets the Best Actresses Award. The Best Direction goes to Uri the Surgical Strike. Okay, the director is Aditya Dhar. He was also a debut director, and again a choice had to be made there. So he is the best director, and he's told the story of Uri, which is a true story, in a very realistic and compelling fashion. So Aditya gets the Best Director's Award, and the final award for the Best Feature Film goes to a Gujarati film called Helaru. Helaru, where the 12 women as a unit shared the jury award. This is that film, Helaru. It is the strongest statement which can be made about women's empowerment and their complete fight against a patriarchal society. And it's all told through dance. It's that which is told through and comes across very, very brilliantly. This, ladies and gentlemen, are all the awards for this period.
Thank you very much, Rahulji. So that was the bouquet of awards that we had to offer to you. We've covered the entire spectrum, and you would be aware yourself as of the kind of films and the kind of themes, the kind of narratives that have been woven in. The jury would be pleased to take questions. So if you could just identify yourself and ask us a question, it would be, our attempt would be to answer the same, please.
Hanji, there is a northeast का no है इसमें जो languages हैं जो dialects हैं northeast के उनमें 3 awards हैं. They're all northeast. There is no specific section for the northeast, but it's part of the awards. There is also the best film in Assam, and it's also open for all the awards.
Is that it then? We have no questions?
Sir, last time there was some controversy regarding the presentation. How are you planning this?
We are in discussion. You'll be told as and when the award ceremony takes place. No problem.
Madam, what can be a bigger women's section? What can be a bigger... No, there's no special section. But what can... No, I think you don't have a special women's director. You have a Best Director's Award, which could very well be a woman.
Yes, please. Yes, gentlemen here. If mic दीजिए.
इसके अलावा बेस्ट फीचर फिल्म और किसी भाषा में नहीं मिली, हिंदी में या किसी और में?
देखिए, फिल्में तो हमको बहुत ही अच्छी फिल्में मिली हैं, लेकिन जब आप एक अवार्ड देते हैं, जब जूरी मिलके एक अवार्ड एक फिल्म को देना पड़ता है, तो उनको सारी फिल्में देख के ये फैसला करना पड़ता है कि इन सबसे अच्छी कौन सी थी. तो ये सिलेक्शन ये नहीं होता है कि ये नॉर्थ ईस्ट से नहीं मिली या वहां से नहीं मिली. ये मिली जो बहुत ही अच्छी फिल्म है. और जब भी आप फिल्म ये देखेंगे तो आपको मैं यकीन दिलवा रहा हूँ कि आपको लगेगा कि ऐसी फिल्म हमने आज तक कभी देखी. ये मैं आपको यकीन दिलवा.
Can we have some silence, please, so that the questions can be answered well, please? Yes, sir. Bolo.
Sir.
The total entries were 419, which came up to the regional channels, the regional juries, And from the 5 regional juries, what came up to the central panel, I think, were 84 or 85.
And the best state for
Yeah.
shooting friendly state is Uttarakhand.
Yeah.
Total 11 was
No. Total 18 states were vying for it, so Uttarakhand was.
in that 18 West Bengal was there.
Well, I'll have to check.
Yes.
Sir, just wanted to know if Mammootty was in the race for the Best Actor award for
Pardon?
the movie Parenthood.
I didn't hear you, sir.
Sir, just want to know if actor Mammootty was in the race for the Best Actor award for the movie Parenthood, the Tamil movie.
See, if we start picking out why was this man not given this award, it's a very awkward question. Because again I said, this is something which a jury deliberated, got all the films together, and please believe me, it was not an easy thing to do. It was something very difficult. So, for us to differentiate of why